Hi, welcome to our Why Wednesday. You're not watching the first video. I'm actually filming this in the same day. See, if I was smart, I would have brought different outfits and fixed my hair different ways, and everyone would have thought I have I'm very put together and I have all of this figured out, and I have all this time to weekly be consistent on making videos, but I don't. What I do is I do a bunch of my Facebook posts at once, and then I kind of spread them out and automatically schedule them. So that's the secret. So I'm not actually that consistent with social media, and I definitely don't have time every day to do this video or do videos like this. So this is why I'm in the same outfit, because it's the same day. But the why topic for today is the logo and the name. I know it's backwards, I can't help that. So when we figured out we're gonna do this home care company, I had been thinking about what to name it, and that was gonna be my job to come up with a name. And I didn't really want anything that said anything specifically. I knew it would be something home care, but there was just a lot of things that I just thought were a lot of names that I was those aren't me. And I was struggling. I'm usually a very creative person, but I could not come up with anything. And I was just thinking, I can't just name it Omaha Home Care. I don't want that. And I have these, big dreams of what if I want to grow it to other places someday. So I didn't want it to be a name that was a location. So at this point, almost a year and a half ago, I was really good about meditation. I would meditate almost every day. No, that's not my life now. I don't have that time now. I need to make that time. But I was actually meditating, and I saw in my mind's eye, or my imagination, if you want to call it, the compass from Pocahontas. I know it's not, it's a problematic movie, but it was my favorite Disney movie when I was a kid. And her hands with the compass in it. I saw that when I was meditating, to come up with a name. Come on, help me come up with a name. And I was meditating, and that compass showed up, and it was pointing straight north. And I was like, oh, compass, okay. So I tried for about an hour trying to come up with a name Compass, Compassionate, Compass. It couldn't do it. And then I was like, well, true north. That's where the compass is pointing. And so I started Googling all of these. I just typed in true north quotes or true north, I don't know, random things. And I was getting all of these quotes that were really meaningful and really correlated with the idea of what I wanted my company to be. And if you don't know this, so true north is it's a pretty common way of describing what guides you in life. So for some people, their religion could be their true north. That's what keeps them going in the right direction, or their family is their true north. Or I met someone here in this building one day who has a true north, a compass tattoo, and it was for her dad, that her dad was her true north. We all have that. You might not call it that, but we all have something that leads us on the right path, whatever that path is for us. Or that's where if we get lost, that's how we find our way back to ourselves. And when I thought about that for myself, caregiving and caring about people in general has always been my true north. That's what I always wanted to do, despite the 75 major changes and 3 college transfers and all the other mess in my young adulthood trying to figure out what specifically I wanted to do. Caring for people was always the common thread. Waitressing, being a CNA, being a nurse. I wanted to be a teacher for some point before I realized I'm not great with children. But there were all these examples that caring for people has always been what guided me. And when I felt like myself was by helping others and caring about those people. And I felt like if a company culture could be built around caring or caregiving being the true north, then all the other crap that goes with having a business, profit margins, expenses, scheduling, staffing, hiring, firing, advertising, marketing, all that other stuff that just kind of clouds your ideas or clouds your purpose. If you just focus on your true north, for us, caregiving or caring, as long as the decisions we make for our employees, are they focused on caring? The decisions we make for our clients, are they focused on caring? The decisions I make for myself, are they focused on caring for myself and caring for others? So that's the name. That's why we got to True. That's why True North is the name. That's why the compass is the logo. I did do the logo myself. I messed around online and like literally got into Microsoft Paint with like a 700x like zoom in and like sat in my basement trying to perfectly do this, and it looked so pixelated. So if you ever see it, like the original, it was so pixelated, and there was a humiliating drawing out there. I'm sure that the people who have it will share it someday. I literally sketched out a drawing before I came up with like the logo in colored pencils of like this compass and each section having a meaning. It was obtuse, but it was working. It was a work in progress. So eventually I got to this like modern, streamlined, and then I paid a company to make it not so pixelated. And that's how I got to that. That's why it's True North. That's why that's the name. And that's why it's a logo. So that's our why, part 2, I guess. And we'll continue to do some more of these on Wednesdays. We want this to be our why Wednesdays. And hopefully they're not always going to be me. Hopefully I can bring in some caregivers because they are way more fun to look at and way more fun to listen to than me. So thank you for watching.